Oh, is it gonna load?
Is it?
Oh, it did it. Hey. Good evening, adventurers. It is your favorite flump-faced VTuber who streams D&D's time to be on the internet. Hello, welcome. It's been yeah, surprisingly. It's been a minute since we were last streaming D&D. I know. Almost a month to be exact.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back to continue the great and wonderful epilogue that is of Dragons and High Seas to its either wonderful or bitter end. We'll see. But the main story has concluded.
We won!
The heroes have won, and now we just have some wrapping up to do. Where last we saw our adventurers, they were all a little banged up. They were all injured in some ways. Get out of here, fucking. There you go.
I thought you were talking about the cat.
No, it keeps trying to be like, try jump gate, and I'm like, I haven't even read what you are. Stop it.
No.
I do not want to try jump gate right now. But yeah, our heroes were all a little banged up, a little worse for wear, some worse than others. But all in all, survived to live to see the sun go back to normal, the world return to its strange peace, and the hells to collapse in on themselves violently as there were no big threats available to remove an emplaced sphere of eyes and head and weird tentacles.
Grunt.
The Lord of Monkfish rises!
The Lord of Monkfish.
No. It's
or probably something more than that, but you know.
Monkfish and probably slime.
Lord of slime.
Yeah. But you all had an eventful week of partying and sort of avoiding what's the word? A big meeting to say that this was in fact the end. Because, well, it wasn't the end. For most of you all, you had things that you still need to do. And so in lieu of a cleanup and power vacuum that you weren't really going to be super helpful with, you were you all found yourself with time as you waited for councils to counsel and deliberate things, world governments to either come up with new rules and regulations or reaffirm ones that they had before, and the world slowly changed around you.
The world kept turning.
Mm-hmm. But you all set off, your goals no longer needing to be aligned, and all of you able to handle a lot on your own. You were given 3 months to do whatever you wanted with while bureaucracy bureaucrated.
I'm not gonna look up if that was a word or not.
It's not. I can almost assure it's not. Because I said it with confidence.
Confidence.
I would be so surprised if bureaucrated was a word.
Okay. Hang on.
How do you spell that?
I don't know.
I said I wasn't gonna. I would imagine Beaur. No, however you spell
It's pronounced
bureau,
Ree.
and then
Reeee.
A big block of brie cheese.
Oh no, it's Bureaucrated would be the word.
Beauroc.
No, Burbeau. Wait, how do you however you spell bureau? I don't know how to.
Beauro.
No, that's not how you spell bureau. Surely not.
Oh, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's Bureau.
It's Bureau.
I sink our ship.
I literally typed it in and got it right the first time.
I'm fucking stupid.
It's at the
And
bottom
only
of the ocean.
one of us has a doctorate.
That's
yeah,
what
welcome,
sinks the
Dr. Shark.
ship.
Yeah, my doctorate is not in English.
I jump into the lagoon.
Jump in the ship, ignite the bottle or the barrels of Feywild TNT. We're good. Explode the world.
I see just what raw seahorse tastes like as my final moments pass.
Okay, so we've had 3 months. And in real life, we've had 3 weeks.
Yes. Who would like to start first as you all separate on the, what was it, all right, you crashed. Cool. There you go.
Oh no.
The calendar crashed on me.
No.
There you go. Fucking.
That is an entire bag of chocolate covered pretzels.
Jesus.
It wasn't a big bag.
Yeah, as you all separated and left from, it was the 15th of Broncalla's gift, which is now the celebration of starlight, at least in the Van Dash Isles.
And we missed Saywin's birthday.
He didn't miss Saywin's birthday. It happened. It's just, yeah.
What if the drunken rabble rousing could be a belated birthday celebration?
Yeah.
I don't even remember when Betty's birthday is.
The 2nd of Broncalla. Yeah, the 2nd of Broncalla's gift.
Oh, Saywin's is, yeah.
Yep.
When's
Betty's is the 7th of Avandra's Pride.
So it would just be...
yeah, that was it.
Would just
we did just miss Betty's birthday, too.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of the months or anything. I'm pretty sure mine was 10-10-10, though.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, yours happened at some point in the campaign itself.
Yeah, mine happened early.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did miss Betty's as well.
I was saying, you didn't miss Saywin's, you might have missed Betty's. Depends on what y'all were doing.
She doesn't even remember. She's a bird. She can't think that far back.
Hessel.
Bird got things to do.
Hessel's birthday is the 10th of Sahane's shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 10 in the 10th year. So
yeah. I know I picked Avandra because she's the goddess of wealth and fortune, and I picked 7 because 7.
7's a lucky number.
So, and I know that I remember when
what
Pat
they say about
suggested
luck,
that Ivar's was
you lead the
Toyotathon.
path forward. Feel free, Betty.
Yeah. Remember when Pat said that Ivar's was Toyotathon?
Yeah.
Did I still have that on the sheet?
Yeah.
It's not. He made his own, but that's my birthday for him.
He wasn't here to put it in, so
that's true. You know what? Yeah, his birthday's You know what?
Birthday's
If
still
you're
Toyotathon.
listening, Safer, your birthday is Toyotathon.
Get fucking
Because I don't think I've told you this yet.
Man, I cannot wait for when we get the calendar for next campaign and we have to do the agonizing decision of making our birthdays again.
I'll just pick a stupid date like I did this time.
I
Yeah.
don't think anything's gonna be better than Toyotathon. Like, that was a genius idea.
That was pretty funny. Especially because you didn't know what Toyotathon was.
All right,
I
everyone roll a
kind of knew what
d20.
Toyotathon was. Just- I
Regardless,
didn't think they were still doing it.
who is describing what they are doing first?
Everyone roll a d20.
Alright.
Good. You know what?
It's D&D.
Excellent-
This is how we
ex-
resolve things.
Excellent tiebreaker.
And I'll say
I was genuinely really hoping that we had just a bunch
This
of
is
lines.
exactly the order that I thought this was gonna
Alright.
be.
well,
Between you and me.
Well,
Between you and me.
I was gonna say, which way do you want? High or low first?
Hold on. We have to break our tie first.
We
Mhm.
do have to break a tie.
Okay.
Not one!
Mhm.
Get that out of the way early.
Why don't we just chance it again? Coin flip it.
Okay,
Alright,
one
Coin flip high or
high,
low.
two
One,
low.
one
Yeah.
is high, two is low. Anybody have a coin?
I mean, I can just do a 1d2.
Yeah.
Did you just actually like flip a?
Nope. Two is low.
So who rolled the lowest first? It was Alex.
Mhm.
Yep.
So it's Alex, Rose, me, Tweak. So
Alright.
Control F on this fucking big ass document.
Of all the things that have been going on.
Of every and all things. Da, 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 da.
But yeah, the thing that I want to do definitely is gonna take the full 3 months.
Alright. We going?
I don't know. Has the DM found what he was looking
I don't know. I don't hear the nut music.
Oh,
That's true.
true.
I don't hear the nut music.
Listen, I haven't done D&D in 3 weeks. I'm rusty.
I was like, I don't know where it is. I don't feel.
And to be
I don't
fair,
feel
the
good.
last time you did D&D, you were like deliriously feverish from a.
It's true. I know what I was planning for Supermarket Sweep, and I genuinely don't know if I actually did it or not.
You did.
You did.
No, it was great.
Yeah.
Supermarket Sweep was really fun.
It worked
I
very
would
well.
recommend Supermarket Sweep to friends and family.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go get a Coke and a cat.
Oh God! I shook
The-
a paint pen and it went everywhere.
Oh
Fun.
no.
I'm not a smart person.
Did you shake it with the cap off?
I don't want to answer that.
I feel like that might be.
Listen, it's a pen. I was like, oh, it'll come out.
Yeah,
It
it
was
certainly
pen form.
will. It explosively.
This just makes me want to build a centrifuge, strap some markers to it, and spin it as fast as I can and watch it just
I'm-
fly everywhere.
If the slow-mo guys haven't done that already, they need to get on it.
I'm pretty sure they're the reason I have the idea, but
Here. Just have regular, normal music.
I've got 12 pounds of lard in my hand.
He's not fat. You leave him alone.
He's not fat, he's chunky.
He's not fat. He's just enormous. This is a kitten and he weighs 12 pounds. I can actually use him for resistance training.
I could use Bandit for resistance training. I don't think he'd let me, but I could do it. Or he probably would. He sat on my head when I was like lying down earlier.
Oh, Pumpkin might let me do it for a substantial amount of time.
Yeah.
Or he might not. It really depends on the minute.
Bandit sleeps almost exclusively on my mom's head when he's in my mom's room. And I don't know why.
Because
I mean, he's hot. He's a
head
Shih Tzu.
warm. Yeah, head warm.
Yeah. Pumpkin's decided that he needs to replace Brandon's alarm clock.
Mm-hmm.
The last couple of days, because at like roughly 8:39 a.m. he just gets up on the bed and scream.
Nah, he poked my face, and then when I wake up, he screams. Because he's like, I did it. I've been successful.
I woke
I
up
very
on her.
lightly jostled the one who sleeps.
I fapped him.
Who sleeps so fucking light that, like, sometimes the window panes moving wake me up. Anyways.
Fap.
So we had a fairly productive little break.
Hey. Yeah.
Now, you don't have to reveal everything that you did if you want to keep some things secret, but that is where I will hand the reins over to you and your character's autonomy. What was Saywin up to?
All right. Well, first off, got to be doing a bit of boat repair because those boats have been sitting a little bit too still in Bilgespire, so I got to fix up all that stuff, and well, not being back with the rest of the crew that puts. Yeah, I need to not do this with the accent. Good luck.
You can just say it. Like, I don't.
Oh. Yeah, so when fix up all the boats that we've collected, make sure they're in their ship shape.
Ooh.
Thank you.
It's I wouldn't even call it a pun. It's sort of it's how that works.
It's worse.
It's both a pun and what it actually is.
Actually, wait. He's not the one streaming.
Yeah, he is not the one streaming.
Rose.
Yeah.
He has been removed to the
Tour.
Ha Hokey. And he's back.
So you realize that I'm not the one that's streaming, and you could move
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, I
No,
can.
literally, she moved you and said, "He's not the one who's screaming. He's not the one who's screaming."
Yeah, and while being back with the rest of the crew, that means that Sew and Tialric are able to spend time together, and they have a wedding to plan.
Oh.
And then, of course, still figuring out all sorts of stuff with Zephyr and how to move forward with that, because not a whole lot of people will still technically remember Zephyr.
A lot. Oh, well, that is certainly changed as the events of this campaign have gone on.
So yeah, now there's a whole bunch of people that are like, oh, Zephyr.
Yeah.
So now it's like, yes, how do we handle this? So getting back in touch with people like Father Insulata. The fact I remember his name, I am shocked by.
Yeah.
I also remembered his name. I was like, oh, that guy.
I, of course, remember his name. So.
But yeah, no, those of who worshipped Zephyr before and were of the more long-lived races sort of held on to that tradition. And of course, merchants and sailors and a lot of what's the word? A lot of farmers and such worshipped Zephyr in small ways, but after her involvement with the events of the blood-spilt war, the name got out there pretty quick, and it's not. What's up?
Is that what this is being called now?
Yeah, that's what it's been called.
Oh, I'm just learning.
The blood spilt war, because they are all blood wars. And this one just spilled out.
Ah.
Yeah, clever.
Oh, I can't move him.
No, you can't.
Please don't move me. I'll have to reset things.
Brandon, are you tabbing around? Okay. Then my computer's fucking up.
EB.
Yeah, anyways. Yeah, so dealing with all of that and also making sure to incorporate all the other wins. Less Boreas get sulky again.
He's always sulky, but
Get more sulky.
Also, he can be sulky. We don't want him
Isn't
to be
he more
sulky because
scorpiony?
yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, y'all fucking ragged on me for his symbol being a scorpion. I was like, that's just fucking. I pulled that from
an edgy boy.
Greek mythology.
So blame the Greeks. is what I'm hearing.
I do for a lot of things, except tzatziki sauce. Tzatziki sauce
Damn you,
fucking great.
Greeks and your yogurt.
Well, also, I'm still laughing so much about, I think it was Notos,
Yeah, Nodos.
Oh yeah,
the ball.
Yeah.
Notice is a
Just-
bro.
Yeah, just the
He is,
image of
bro.
Notos, like Saywin falling to Notos in a moment of need. And he's just there reaching into the fridge for a bowl of salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna describe him grabbing like chicken wings. I was like, oh fuck, he's a bull.
bull.
He's fetch. Sorry, I don't pivot. If I had the wherewithal for it, I would have said cucumbers, and then I could get Matt's response.
Ugh. Look, I know Dungeon Masters like self-inserts, but come on.
Love me.
Context. Brandon likes cucumbers. I do not.
I love me a good cucumber.
Oh my
Cucumbers
god.
are good.
He does what Rose does with raw mushrooms and just eats them whole. I was like,
No. I cut them. I peel one half, cut it right there, and then I eat that half. The next time I do the same.
Okay, see, I'm the weirdo because I just will eat like lemon and lime slices.
I get that though.
I'll put a lemon and lime
Anyway.
slice in water, but yeah. So
Saywin doing some wedding planning and spreading the good word of wins.
Yep. And definitely, and also, keeping up with or getting back a little bit more to her roots with trying to figure out some boat stuff. Because I mean, I can't imagine Tiawarek is used to living in one place.
I mean,
Oh wait, no, the pirates do live in that one
yeah.
island.
Yeah, she certainly does get antsy every now and then, but and wish to go places and see things, but
Yeah. So now that there's a bit more funding, can travel around a bit more and get supplies to make a small boat for the two of them.
No.
No.
Well, the two of them and Kadachi.
Yeah.
Can't forget about
How big
him.
is Tadachi now?
Towards the end of the 3 months, probably like 40-ish pounds.
Nice.
Just shy of like 5 feet long.
Yeah, actually, shockingly near the end of its life cycle.
Yeah, weird. They only live like 6 months or something. No.
It's like, yeah, Kadachi's growing a bit. Probably should make this a bit bigger than planning originally.
But
Yeah.
And make yourself a little side project schooner so you can follow coastlines and such.
Yeah. Well, and also, there. I can't imagine that Saywin is gonna be staying in one place either, because it's like, well, still have to attend to business in Drakencrone and Bilgespire, and then
And you
travel home to Neverborn.
and you,
Because
you certainly have the money to fund a local wizard to zap you home if you need to rush around. That's
well, I mean, she has to keep tabs on her definitely not delinquent brother.
Exactly.
I assume he's still getting up to some shady shit.
That would probably most likely be correct.
No.
Yeah, he has not changed professions. I'll say make me 3 perception checks.
Oh.
All right. Where did I? Oh, right. Okay.
I think you're at a plus
So-
12 for.
Damn.
Well,
yes. However, perception. I'm still only plus 11 because we haven't leveled up.
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. I don't know why I thought you had 22 wisdom.
Nope. Still only 20.
Yeah.
Only 20.
Yeah.
Yep. But this does bring about the item that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Because Saywin got the Cyclops helm, which gives a plus D10 bonus to wisdom checks
Mm-hmm.
and reveals invisible creatures.
Damn though.
I mean, yeah.
So, yeah.
It's an item worthy of someone who has broken the Beller's vaults and stolen a stolen helmet.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
awesome.
And definitely a lot of perception.
Yeah. Or stolen a pilfered helmet.
Okay, so now if you say 3 perception checks, 1d20 plus 11 plus 1d10.
27.
Like those 8s.
27.
Oh my god.
27.
27.
Well, alrighty then.
I'm not. They're all different numbers.
Yeah.
They're all different numbers, but they're all 27.
Huh. All right. I
So
guess.
27 is the number.
Yeah.
The universe speaks.
You. Yeah. Even. Yeah, that's his. He's not attempting to hide from you, so it would be his passive. However, yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, he doesn't seem to have changed any professions anytime soon, and because he seems to be doing rather well, but maybe your influence has done a little bit more good for him than previous, as he seems to not be mugging people anymore, and seems to be targeting more rich, well-to-do folk rather than just the average folk. And for its worth, it seems to be doing better for it.
Right.
Hey, he's pulling a Robin Hood.
He's certainly not a paragon of beast folk, but he's not a little shit who robs grandmas anymore.
Yeah. So not quite Robin Hood, but also not quite Highwayman.
Yeah.
I would say Robin Hood in most retellings is a little shit, so. And also in most retellings, he dies like a bitch, so.
Yeah. But we're not at that part. I mean, what?
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
No. But, yeah.
I mean, hopefully Saywin's brother doesn't get bled to death by a prioress, so.
That
Yeah.
sounds like an interesting way to go.
I mean, not really. It's like you get a stomach infection. You're like, "Help me, nun," and she's like, "Okay," and then kills you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. You spend your time exploring and coming up with ideas for boats and how to implement upgrades to currently existing ones. It's-
Definitely submarines and airships are
certainly those.
considerations.
Saywin's dreaming big.
I mean, if you
Maybe even beyond the
Yeah.
skies.
Hey, no, we have to say that for next campaign. Can't get that far. We can't get that
Also,
far.
we have to use a different octave than that.
I
Uh,
don't think we're gonna get flagged by me doing
just
that.
use a kazoo.
I have a kazoo somewhere.
Don't use a kazoo. It's the same with a tweak bought a recorder. Don't.
What, you don't want to play Kazoo Wars?
I don't want to play Kazoo Wars.
I will.
I'm a bird. I can't use one.
But
Oh,
you
yeah,
won't
no
always
lips.
be.
That's true.
Yeah, you'll be a ghost at some point.
Yeah.
And then you still won't be able to use a kazoo.
The haunted kazoo. Ooh.
Oh, that would be the most Betty fucking thing.
It would. Speaking of Betty.
What did you do? I died and I played kazoo.
Yeah, it
You can't even play it yourself. You have like a little like bag that you fill up with air to play it.
Kazoo bagpipes.
Oh god.
Kazoo
Do you know how
bagpipes.
fucking frightening it would be to just be like in like a decrepit building, nothing's moving, and then all of a sudden it's just like I would shit myself.
Brandon, can I add that
whenever
into the
we
things
go-
that Betty probably did during her downtime?
Whenever we go ghost hunting in real life, I'm absolutely hiring a bagpiper and not telling you. Just middle of the night.
I may
Wait.
have to slap you.
I was hoping that there actually was someone who made a bagpipe out of kazoos.
There's someone who made a bagpipe out of recorders.
I have seen somebody ran a bagpipe through like a weird synth setup.
Oh my.
All right, but yeah,
But
what is
so,
this bird doing?
we can
Alright.
we can dive into other stuff as we go. But
Now- I do have one. I mean, there's a few aspects of this, but I did have one thing that I did not mention that I just remembered I wanted to do. I want to take Remus up on his offer and meet his fucking blood hunter buddies.
that in itself will be a whole
No, Lord.
Fair
a
enough.
whole exploration. So I will keep that noted
Okay.
because that's a side quest on its own.
He probably is like, okay, yeah, sure. Meet me here at this point, and you're like, this is fucking far. I'm gonna need help.
Yeah. All right. So Betty's plan is she's gonna wait. I assume that Belwyn and potentially Holly would be coming to visit Torringeth at some point after all of this shit happens.
they're still sort of having their long distance meetings with the scrying tech that they implemented.
Interesting. Okay.
But because it's not official that Dorwayne and Drakenskull are allies, and those countries still don't like each other. So
That's fair.
yeah,
Would Betty be able? Oh, good.
I was gonna say it'd be like I don't know, Scotland and England fucking hating each other, but then the governments of them are working together to better each other.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you fuck.
And then it's like, hey guys, the King of Britain's here. Fuck off.
I mean, that's not terribly dissimilar from the modern day. However, there is a stark difference of one invaded the other first. So.
Yeah.
Would I be able to convince Holly to come potentially, or is she also on house arrest at this point?
Oh no, that's been long ended.
Okay.
Yeah,
I assume so. But...
that is part of the government shakeup. Is I'll get into once I get to the world changes section of this 3-month time skip.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, but is she preoccupied at this point? I would maybe.
She's preoccupied for a fair bit, but after about a month, she's able to get away and take some some public or PTO, personal time off.
I would say I would well, I guess I probably should talk to Claudia first, and then we'll go from there. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna walk down into where Claudia's office room is. Betty's probably just staying in the fucking castle at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going anywhere. She's got a fucking obnoxious looking cape on. It's terrible. Same colors as her feathers, and it is just big and fluffy and horrible. But I love it.
She looks like
and
fucking.
She's just gonna go down and she's gonna knock on Claudia's door. I've got an idea. You know how it's been quiet for like a week?
She's like, no, I haven't noticed.
Well, I don't like that shit, and I want to get going and doing something. So, I'm wondering, would you be willing to come and potentially help me stake out a claim to Seacrest?
Like personal or
like maybe like a small settlement or something, just something that. So at least there's a pirate influence there.
Like personal, or are you setting up a company?
Personal. I mean, unless you want to set up a company, I'm not opposed to that.
No.
We can go as grand as you want with it.
It's way easier to say I'm helping. It's way easier saying I'm helping you rather than I'm saying I'm helping you establish something outside of our government elsewhere. Because
you're going to be helping me, and then you're also going to be helping my mother, who I haven't told about this yet, but she's definitely coming.
She's like, oh, she'll be in. Setting up Seacrest is sort of every pirate's fantasy from when they were kids, so of course.
Absolutely. So, yes, you're down?
Sure. I can get back here pretty quick now.
I'm gonna squeeze her.
And
then we're gonna head to Hellfire Crossing. Ideally teleport there, because I don't want a fucking boat.
Oh, yeah. No, she's...
And then I would attempt to rope my mother into this, and I assume her and the rest of... I mean, they obviously keep people there, so it's guarded, but bring as many forces as I can to actively come and help with this. And the giant bomb that I brought with them.
Yes. now that things have settled down, the pirate the privateering has returned to returned to the seas of the Vandash Isles, and you just happen to luck out, and as your one of your mother's crews is getting back in, you land, and it's not hard to convince them to send the cargo ship with a fair chunk of crew to go establish what could be an incredibly helpful staging point, because one of the reasons the Seacrest was so incredibly powerful in the before times was it was a stopping point in the middle of the biggest ocean.
That's what I figured when I saw the map.
Yeah. So it was a great hub point to jump off from and refuel. Instead of having to spend 6 months out, you could spend 3 months out and get to Seacrest and then hop off again. So,
yeah.
But
so yeah, that would be the plan, is just to sail out there and just establish a small colony.
Yeah.
And, bring a little bit of the pirate back. Not all of it, because I assume governments are going to be going for this, but just, a nice scenic spot.
A pirate vacation.
Pirate vacation.
I did.
Maybe if there's buried treasure in the sands, but I don't think there is.
I feel like that got cleaned up.
Probably.
Well, the true treasure... Actually, Betty, make me a history check. I've told you this before, but it'll be funny. It'll be in character if Betty can't remember this.
+1, let's go! Roll. I didn't roll. I need to not roll. It rolled.
Okay. 17. It was a higher of a chance, or lower of a chance for you to get this.
Betty's got bird brain, so.
But the treasure on Seacrest was nothing laid or hidden there. It was Mount Sunrise, which sits at the very center of Seacrest, which is just full of gold.
I had remembered that the mountain was important and filled with something, but the gold part just somehow escaped me.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do that.
Mount Sunrise is a marble facade, so it glitters in the sunlight, and it's like almost stark white, but it is just full of gold veins. And that's what made it a huge hub, is whoever controlled Mount Sunrise literally sat on a mountain of gold.
And I think that's fantastic and a good thing to aspire to do. Not that I want to rewrite history, because that's how we got smited in the first place, but also Taylor's way less of a problem now, and I don't really care about his opinion.
I wouldn't say he's way less of a problem, but yeah, I wouldn't go revisiting history like that. However, it's free real estate.
Listen, if I'm setting up a personal colony, necessarily for this, I think it's fine.
Yeah,
and I just happen to bring people that I know that are in a certain profession.
Yeah, you can also, you with the vast amounts of wealth that y'all pulled from Pelor, you can very easily bring a crew of a fairly hardy crew of workers looking for a new line and lot in life.
And that every resource we have available to us, that will be used.
It does it would take the vast part of about 2 months to get there. But if you have the backup and the crew, that is not an issue.
I was gonna say that's completely worth it.
I was gonna say there's also when it was set to its reset point, as I'm calling it. There is like a small little ghost town that was there. But you have the knowledge, you have the crew, you have the capacity. There may be a strong influx of cash coming to the
Make Seacrest great again.
No! No! What have I done? Oh, they all start wearing red hats. No!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The DM from another dimension is like, nope, you ruined it. Go away.
You don't get gold. Go away. Just deletes the mountain like fucking world edit in Minecraft.
But yeah, that would be Betty's primary thing. She'd
Yeah.
also be, obviously spending time with Claudia.
Yes.
Just having a nice adventurous trip.
Mm.
The Synth are all also there in spirit.
Yeah, of course. In spirit. He's yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, yeah, it's a long trip, one that you and Claudia don't have to exactly go on. You can do other things or go along with them as you wish.
that show that we watched with Tori Bellucci and man from Top Gear?
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
The Stranded on the Island one.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking of for like the next 3 months.
We also need to like restart and then finish watching that because we got about halfway through and then...
It was so good though. Fuck.
Yeah, I'd be down to watch again. But yeah,
We need to finish it.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
All right, that is Betty's primary thing. She doesn't have anything else.
okay.
So.
But that is a fruitful and a weighty endeavor, and we will get to the result of that at the time skip bit. So, and I do believe Willow rolled a 1. Hassel rolled a 5.
Yes.
Hassel, you are the winner. Are you going third or are you going
Richard
last? Richard Hammond.
I thought we were moving past the conversation.
I know.
Let me ask Mad this. Does anything dramatic happen in yours?
No!
Okay, mine doesn't either. I'll just go last then. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. Well, in a similar vein to Saywin, Willow has many things to do in Blackwater Bay. Or rather, in and adjacent to Blackwater Bay. Because if I, can remember to scroll to where I want to. I pick up a couple of spell scrolls in and around.
Easily enough to do.
First of all, I do a lot of shopping. I pick up some spell scrolls and components, and then I also pick up things that seem a little bit strange to be buying en masse. Things like furniture and art objects and stuff. And then I go back to Blackwater, and first I unpetrify and attempt to regenerate the leg of the dude that we found in Renindula's tower.
Easily enough with your current level and power.
I did say we were going to do that once the world stopped ending.
Mhm.
And I did not forget that. And then I attempt to regenerate the rest of the body of the decapitated head, whose name I wrote down, Sari Kizik. I attempt to regenerate the rest of her body.
Which leaves you with some pretty nasty blast scars that you have to regenerate yourself from the next couple of days. And her body is cursed.
Her body is cursed. So, that being said, I make a mental note of things to put on my to-do list once I figure out where the rest of my companions are. And instead I use one of my acquirements. It's probably a pair of glass lenses, and I put those over her eyes so that she doesn't petrify people. And she gets to live in the main room of the common house, so that she can at the very least have social interaction. Because I did say I would try and help her once the world stopped ending.
Yeah.
And I keep my promises. And then I do two things, both of which are incredibly studious. On the first, I go back to God, where was that? Which city was that? It was one of the cities on it might have been Monani. No, it wasn't. It was the place where we actually got the lady's head. I go back there, and I go. No, I don't. I go to Gin Springs, hop through the portal there, and then go get permissions to begin the setup of my very own two-way doorway between the broom closet of the common house in Blackwater Bay and the broom closet of my house in Bright Hollow. And I use both the massive amount of gold that was my restitution payment from Paylor, and the vast amount of tchotchkes that I picked up to hire people on either side to help me with this endeavor.
Okay, yeah. And this can be done. This can be done rather quickly if you wish to use your crystalline anchor.
I would.
Yeah.
I would personally devote my time to setting up protections around said crystalline anchor, so that people don't just come up and yoink it, because I would like my doorway to stay open.
Yes. Yeah, it takes some trickery to be done, but layering enchantments, you set the crystalline anchor inside of the closet. However, walking into the closet makes you teleport. So those who would wish to take your anchor would have to disassemble your enchantments, which, knowing Willow, probably put some alarms on. Some alarm layers on top of that.
There's definitely one that just turns your hands green for an amount of time, so that even if you get away, you don't get away. I know who you are.
I caught you green-handed, you idiot.
I caught you green-handed. And then, of course, make a sign that says, "Do not use this broom closet unless you really want to."
Okay.
Because, and then undersign it with my my by name, so that people who are in the know are in the know.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to go on a journey, is what the sign will say.
Okay.
And then in between all that, I'm gonna do other studying. I'm gonna study the cloak-like object that I found in Pelor's vault.
Yeah.
And because that was obviously taken from someone in the Feywild, and if I could return it, I would like to. However, barring that, I'll just try and learn more about it.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon knows where that goes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
where it ends up is I'm wearing another cloak now.
Multi-cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily the Cloak of the Hollows Queen does do some transformative nature and can just be a mantle or a scarf. It does not have to be cloak. I do not have to do double cloak.
I love the fact that you and I both picked the cloak.
Yeah,
Very different flavors.
I'm sure.
I won't describe Mads until she wants to describe it, or Willow's cloak.
Yeah.
However, if you've ever played, oh god, what is it? Saints Row 3, fucking Rose looks like Zemo out here. If you know what you know.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
then,
baby.
so basically, Willow's is going to be spending running around, showing back up in Blackwater Bay, doing attempting or succeeding in healing people, and then bouncing back and forth between realms. So every few days, you'll see her step from around. Step out of a broom closet and then go back in the next day, and no one will know why,
Yeah,
except for the people who know.
yeah.
She'll probably have to stop some of Hessel's gang from taking a curious gander inside. And it's like, don't do it. You will regret that.
Just some of the gang does disappear for a few days and ends up making it back alive, but
And luckily, I have the wish necklace of I don't get affected by time dilation because I don't want to lose either friends on either side. So I will just grab them and take them with me when it's time for them to be rescued.
Yeah.
And I just end up pushing one of Hessel's buddies out the door and it's like, now did you learn your lesson?
The pitcher plants. The pitcher plants.
Go to plant you.
Yeah, except for he actually talks there.
Yeah. with a proper Brooklyn accent that I don't want anybody doing.
He's like, hey, you want my psychedelic honey? Yeah. Come over here, dude.
In real life, I will just be sitting here taking notes and being observed by a cat.
Yeah. You spend your it does take the better part of about, I would say, 2 months of your time, which is why to get everything set up and working to where you don't need to worry about instability and you know, tinkering with the design of your sigils, but eventually you do pare it down to a working, functional, protected doorway.
Also a sanctioned doorway.
A sanctioned doorway. That's the most important part, is that it is approved.
Approved, documented, known, regulated.
On exactly one side of the door.
Willow would do so well in Duos.
Yes. But Mad would die. Because Duos is a level of bureaucracy. Because see, I don't
Welcome to Duos.
Duos is one of for context, is one of the nations for our third campaign that is just bureaucracy incarnate, but it's bureaucracy without the fun. So it's like they've taken what I did with what I wanted to do with the Feywild, and just like there's no angles.
Zap the color out of it.
Yeah, there's no angles that you can spin there's just.
What are you
have
talking
to
about?
fill
There's
out-
black and there's white and there's red. Those are the 3 colors you need.
I'm gonna kill Brandon. This is not good.
You're not from Duas.
No, I know I'm not.
Thankfully, none of us are from Duas.
Oh God, I'm gonna have so much fun playing like absolute just brain dried bureaucrats.
Oh God.
Yes, Rose, I just saw your picture. Yeah.
Except cloak, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Rose, that is a picture. To be
Yeah.
sure. Regardless, that is
Same
what
same
I've been
vibe,
up
different
to.
colors.
So we have one person in the middle of the ocean. We have 1.5 people in Blackwater Bay, half a person in the Feywild. Where is the 4th?
Where is Hessel Blackwater? What did he spend his time doing? Oh my God, he died. He left, never to be heard from again.
Welcome, Hassel Blackwater, to the game. Tweak is
Hold on.
gone.
It's not on my desk.
He was
Ooh.
expecting us to tangent for too much longer.
Ugh.
So.
Hessel has taken too long away from his desk. He is now being
Hessel is
transferred to
away from work.
Duas.
At
No.
least he's not being transferred through Slough.
Fucking.
He might be.
He might. Yeah.
Flow's just the
Personal.
fucking
Oh
underworld.
no! I just thought that's horrible. If like a
We have
personal
nothing
transit gets stuck.
We have nothing against the city of Slough, England. However,
I
several
You
of-
do, clearly.
I do.
No, Brandon does, but only because a lot of his mail has gotten stuck there.
It was bad. 2020 and 2021, I had to get things from England, and both times it's like, yeah, you want a package? It'll be 4 months. It's like,
Well, 3 of those
Right.
months it'll be in Slough.
but yeah.
Alright.
Okay, everyone have a good 3 months.
I don't know. We're about to
Yeah.
find out. What did where did
Sounds like you didn't.
Uh,
You're asking that question.
I had a very straightforward 3 months. I am doing one thing. I took the time to recover. I took that rest that I needed. And once I was back up on my feet, I have one objective, man.
Mhm.
I've got to kill a god. Because that dude sucks.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how, but this Hongas stuff is gonna do it.
Yeah, you saw its effects firsthand against a major god's avatar, but still. And
So I spend the entire time searching/researching this. Searching for pieces/researching.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That is literally all I sent you.
yeah,
So I don't know if you have anything thought of, but I have 2 points of contact I can think of.
well, we can let me do this and then we can start with your bit. The name Hongost is not really known anywhere. Looking specifically for the name, you find nothing. However, some of the oldest tales of like eldritch creatures being born, the separation and taming of the elemental chaos. Tales basically as old as the creation of the humanoid soul. There was a tale of not exactly a god, almost like an autonomous response from the universe as a whole, that the gods were exploiting things. A creature that had one goal and had no master to call it off. What was lovingly known as the tale of the remnants of the Star Reaper. The only thing known in existence to be able to eat sparks of divinity and get rid of them. An answer to a power unchecked. And similar to a lot of the research done in last campaign, actual books and looking at trying to find physical, like first person journals and things about a creature this old, they just don't seem to exist. But folklore, word of mouth stories, and children's tales seem to encapsulate the knowledge remaining of such a excuse me, such a juggernaut. And you spend probably like 2 weeks being frustrated that the information that you're getting is almost, what would be a good representation? Like reading someone else's writings on the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's like, yeah, we know what's sort of there, but it's not really there anymore. There are bits of it. We do know that a story was told of it at some point.
Like we're missing a whole third of the Epic of Gilgamesh, because the tablet is broken.
Yeah. But you begin to get a grasp on what exactly this creature is. You don't get a lot of facts, but that is where you probably would switch to your attempts to find other information.
So I have thoughts on 2 contacts
Mm.
that I can bring into the search, and hopefully those can lead me to other people. One, the drow leader down in Gin Springs,
Mm-hmm.
for an into the underworld, the literal underworld. Since creepy things happen down in the Underdark,
Yeah.
it seems like the perfect place for pieces of this guy to be this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the other contact is an inn to the let's be honest, the most important place in the world. I'm gonna contact the elf that I share the phone with over in Adaloth.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to try and talk both of them into aiding in my search.
Also, I want to while we were doing this, I needed to add a note to Betty's backstory stuff. My document is 96 pages long. of basically short note for the most part for this campaign. Betty's entire backstory is in a section on the 6th page. So
Yeah.
I was like, certainly she will get to this sooner rather than later.
My man, I would have loved to.
I literally attached all the Seacrest stuff to your backstory so I could like have it all there. And so it's like all I just go up and add stuff to it. And it's just like
Listen, we took the other turn and we didn't get to it. And it's
And
sad, but it's okay.
And now we're getting here. Now we're getting to it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was like, I can't find this. Where? But let me. Where is my cursor? There you are. Every now and then, because YouTube's weird, it like eats my cursor behind it, and it's like, I'm like, no, please.
Please stop eating.
Yeah, like pausing and playing on the new and improved TM YouTube video player. Every now and then when I click on it and then I go to move my mouse away, it's behind all my other like windows that I have open, and I'm like, I can't find my mouse, and then I see it on my background in like a tiny little gap between two windows. I'm like, oh, so I have to like just click and then it comes back up to the top. It's so weird. It's only from YouTube's player I've seen. It's like it's trying to hide my mouse like it does when you do full screen, even though I'm not full screen. Because I think that's how they hide your mouse, is that it like puts the video as a higher priority. So it disappears faster. But
you're breaking the magic, Brandon.
Listen, I have to think about these things, okay?
It might be a real good place to use the inspect element tool.
I was talking to find a thing. There you are, old Drea. There she is. I was like, I know it's somewhere in here. So it is old Drea, and then the other contact would be my character. Let it load. Adley, the pallid elf from Adeloth.
Yeah, one isn't into the other. The other literally goes to ancient runes and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of works out, I think.
Yeah. Who would you like to contact first?
The one that'll be easier. I did all my recovery in, because I couldn't really move, in the capital. So I'm just gonna like go down to like the market one day once I'm like recovered. Find something that was like an import from Gin Springs, like a bottle of wine or something, and just use it to teleport there.
Okay.
Since it came from there.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a little bit, like a couple of days to find something that's imported specifically, like from glass blowers from Gin Springs. But you do find something eventually they'll let you get there. And sure and easily enough, find yourself once more in Gin Springs looking through, and attempting to locate Aldrea. Are you just going headlong into the hellhole? Or are you trying to actually find where she lives and?
I'm going to the place of business because this is business.
Yes. So yeah, you do have to wait until a night comes and then head down to the hellhole and wade your way through the mosh pit. But
Good times, good times.
the experience is not as easy as you would hope, but eventually you muscle your way up onto the high catwalks of the almost airplane hangar like building that the nightclub has taken over in the for the last probably few decades at this point. And well, the name and Starlight's Call certainly get you an audience, but nothing guaranteed. You have to wait a fair 30 minutes or so before Aldrea shows up. She was the one on stage belting out the gothic rock of the Underdark. But yeah, she sets down her instrument in the corner. She's just like, oh wait, she had. Oh yeah, I did do that. She had. Well, I didn't expect to see you come back over here.
Well, you know what they say. Anytime you need something, look down.
Can't say I've heard that, but
Coined it actually just now.
that's what I
I'm
figured.
vague.
Good to know. What are you looking down for?
Funny thing. I adjust my cuffs, revealing one bare hand and one gauntleted.
Mhm.
More of this. It's a long story.
Yeah, she kind of she begins to inspect the gauntlet, and she's like, "Well, that's a fancy. That's not possible."
Let's
Like-
sit down for a moment so I can spin you a tale.
Yeah, she's like, if this ever broke, it could never be recreated. But I don't think anything could break this. And she sits down and hears your proposal. She hears your tale, the proposal, what you're looking for. And she herself is not, this is not her area of expertise. However, people are. And she gets you in contact with somebody directly down below in the Underdark through the connection tunnel. So Hessel spends a couple of days traveling downriver into the Underdark through Gin Springs. Did I
You know, it's
ever
funny.
give y'all the name?
When I first cracked out these fangs, I thought I'd be living down here one day.
I don't think I ever.
Name for what? The river?
No, the. Actually, that might be a good call. Control F.
The lazy river?
Yeah. Great Anaxes River. Oh yeah, the floor was. Yeah. Terrace the Boatman. Yeah. Why is this down here? All right. It has been lost to time. Because this should be up by Gin Springs. I think I just separated out one of the things. Yeah, because it is the Great Anaxes River, but I have lost the name of the Drow city that sits at the bottom. It might be in one of two other documents, but for now, you have to go to the currently
Baldur's Gate.
unnamed Drow city that sits at the end of the Great Anaxes River. Well, not at the end; it passes through. I think. Yeah, I think you're the only one who saw the passageway, but not the actual city. The city that sits at the end is even bigger than Gin Springs itself. And the river has been diverted by like it's almost like a crescent moon as it runs through the city. The city is dwarven at its base, but then has been built on top of by the drow that overtook it, and then the certain more traditionalist architecture still sits. The long black spider-like spires that sit atop the cobalt, the carved cobalt crystals that sits, giving off light to the city in this deep blue hue. It's a haunting place, but there's beauty in that otherworldliness, and as you head your way through, let me. You are brought to you are sent to an old drow scholar. Valinid. They study old ancient architecture, and they do have some interest in pre-time constructs, which is where it's revealed to you that the current god of time and Hongast are believed to be from the same line of creatures, not quite living, but immensely powerful.
Fucking course.
Every character's connected somehow, man.
I didn't do this on purpose. But
I don't believe him. He's cackling.
You do find out that through this that the gods of current, for the most part, all were defeated once by Hungast. Those that survived were severely weakened. And in binding together, were able to not really kill him, as he's not alive. They were simply able to pull him apart piece by piece. And in doing so, this made artifacts that make up the remnants of Hongast.
Does that mean my hand is technically alive? My gauntlet?
There you go. In a manner of speaking, yes.
If I were to collect enough pieces, would I be taken over? Would he just start puppeting in me?
It's certainly uncertain. No one's ever attempted to.
Well,
Oh
I'll
my
reach the crush
God.
eventually, I guess.
It rhymes. Oh no, it rhymes.
But your gauntlet is how do you say, like a secret third thing. Not quite alive, not quite dead, unkillable, but not living. I would,
Fair enough.
if this is what you wish to look into, I would do so carefully, and maybe not, if you find a helmet, probably not put that on.
That's fair, probably. Good advice. You know where any pieces might be? Not exactly common knowledge, but something
Well,
about you, man. Something about you speaks to me. You know?
I don't know exactly, but if using our understanding, there are places where the gods seem to ignore. I would probably start there, and they let me find, because I will give you.
There's quite a famous one I can think of from our last campaign
Yeah.
that we've recently unnucleared.
Yeah.
Which just so happens to be my next destination.
Let me.
Oh no.
Um, let me me see if either of these. These are not great. Da-da-da. Hmm. Give me just a moment. Let's see. You are given two locations to check. These are places that this Vanillid knows of that are basically considered godless, like areas devoid of life. That's the first is Utig, the soulless realm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Write that down.
yeah, I'm writing them down right
I'm writing it down.
now.
And the other is a place called Blackwater Bay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're right.
The gods abhor.
And the
So
other
convenient.
is a place a lot closer. A place where nothing grows. A place that has been tried to be colonized time and time again and always seemingly failing, is a small rocky outcropping just south of Zagrebest.
Oh.
The island of Clegane.
Oh.
I write that down. I write that down.
I had to give you the
Alright,
farther one first.
That's all I needed, man. Appreciate it.
All right. I wish my dyslexia was not being so rough today.
Do you need my help reading something?
I need help typing a word, not having to go back and check it 4 times.
Well, to be fair, Clegane is really difficult to
Yeah.
spell. I didn't spell it right.
All right. I will put these in our D&D chat. I'll just put them in Brandon's Camp General. That should be fine. Boop.
Yeah.
And for the chat to see, Utig, the soulless realm, and Clegane, the stone barons.
All right. It's 2 leads. I then bid farewell.
Mm-hmm.
I go down. I say go down. I just go out into the market and buy like, let's say a month's worth of like jerkies and things, like dry rations that will last a minute.
Yeah.
And then I cast sending to what was her name?
Adley.
Adley.
Yeah.
And say, give me a town name. I need a decent location to travel to. Teleport.
She
I have research.
she
That
goes.
should be all the bait I need.
Yeah. She goes. You get back. But actually, I am studying some runes. About 3 days travel from Umay Shalasa.
Hey, we've been there in another life.
I respond with sending. That'll work. It might take me some time to arrive. Never been.
She goes, take your time. I'm going to be here at least another 2 weeks.
All right.
How lost can he possibly get?
Since it took me days to get here and also search and stuff, my necklace would have recharged. I'm going to attempt to teleport to Umay Shalesa.
Okay.
Good
Just-
luck.
Just straight out. All right. First, give me a history check so I can see how much you know about.
Oh, okay. History.
Yeah. Because you certainly.
Would I have the forethought to guidance myself here?
Sure.
Okay.
You rack your brain. Just your thoughts.
Well, that's a good
I mean,
result.
that's
So I'll
better.
pump it.
So 18. All right.
Lucky Stone, 22.
22. Okay. You certainly haven't ever been to the area,
Certainly not.
but there are a lot of famous paintings from the area. One of which your mother absolutely
snuggle
adores. And that actually hangs in her study, and that's where the only time that you read the name Umay Shalesa.
Right, yeah, I definitely would not have listened to that in class.
Yeah.
That's true.
is a painting taken from a balcony overlooking the riverlands just outside Umay Shalesa, and it's just this flat basin with mountains on one side, just this like big beautiful grassland with a deep orange sunset. Nice painting, well done. But so I will say that you are in the viewed once.
Sure.
So give me a D100 roll.
Let me see. Viewed once. Okay.
How lost could he get?
Viewed once.
Very.
I
46.
am in a
Similar area. Oh,
Oh no.
like I
Oh,
said, it doesn't
no.
matter. It'll take time. I'll get
Yeah.
there.
Right, you're gonna get put on A across.
Roll me. Let me see.
Or you're gonna land on like the southern end of Seacrest.
Roll me a D4.
You find Betty.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah, there are a couple of places you could be.
3.
Oh,
It doesn't really matter where I am.
All
That's what he
righty.
said.
Yeah, you land and the dust settles, but it looks a little bit more red than the painting.
Doesn't look quite right.
Give me
Do I see a town?
a nature check real fast. Let's see if you have any modicum of an idea. Not a one. You're like, all right, sand is sand. I'm pretty close.
Do I see a town?
I'm finding
So it's trying to town.
exactly where you are.
Trying to town.
It's this map. There you go.
Oh no.
You you find yourself in an area of sand and really tall pillars of like hard packed mesa.
No, he's a red thorn.
you-
Or a red throne.
You find yourself not knowing this, but being in the mercenary stronghold country of Voltse.
Yeah! Get mugged.
There's a town just down the road at that oasis. An oasis. You were looking for a town that has riverlands. Perfect.
Oh, no.
I go to the first person I see in that town and ask if I'm in Umay Shalessa.
Well, you just walk up to a man sitting on this strange almost, was it a brachiosaur? No.
Littlefoot?
No. What's the one
Leopardo.
with the big
Neck?
No, shut up. Don't say words. It's like got the long tube that sticks out of the back of its head so that it helps it make noise.
You just
Is that
described a
Pulsar?
rain tube.
The ducky.
The ducky. Oh, I know the ducky. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
It's the Pachycephalosaurus, whatever.
Is that what it is?
I put duck dino in and I did not get what I wanted. Hadrosauриdae is the classification.
Nope, the Pachycephalosaurus is the one that's the dome head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just send you the Wikipedia article for this family of dinosaurs and you can figure it out.
It's a dinosaur.
It is a dinosaur.
It's a duck dinosaur.
It is a
Paris.
That's not the Wikipedia article, that's a fucking house I made. There you go.
No, I don't want to know what the fucking sad story behind Ducky the character is, please. I know this cursed knowledge. Stop.
Dude, is it the Edmontonsaurus?
If it is, that's really funny.
I'm gonna get kicked. I mean, it is a duck-billed. To the stream, I'm so sorry about the rampant ADD in this group. I'm like legitimately.
It's not 80. I'm literally trying to find a thing so I can describe a thing.
You could have just said duck-billed dino.
Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't know if you would know what I'm
No,
talking about.
I'm fine with actually looking at it. I'm just explaining. Is it a platypus?
No, duck-billed dinosaur. Sure, yes, but on four legs and long and looks
What?
like it's meant for running. Yes, I know. I just what? Shut up. I'm moving on. It's a regular
Hadrosaurus,
horse. Nope, it's a regular horse now because I can't.
Damn it!
I'm trying to world build and I can't. All right.
Ursorolopus?
You said it can run?
Yeah, it's like.
Are
Do
you,
you want me to describe things or not?
Yeah.
Okay, the fuck, yeah, this one, but like meant for running. Yeah, but down on all fours.
That's not a duck.
That's literally that's.
Gross! Oh my god!
Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
you stop a man on a big fucking dinosaur who's got like 4 swords and a back like a big crate full of pelts. And some of the pelts look a little bit scalpish. And he just stops and he just goes, "What? Oh my Shalessa! Think I'd ever be caught in that disgraceful."
Nah.
Yes.
all right. I take that as a pretty strong no.
What makes you think I look like I'm Shalessin? And he just gestures to himself and pats his chest, and a fine red silt pours off of him, and it's pulled by the by the winds.
You look like you could probably paint.
Why, thank you. Wait, but no.
As far as I'm aware, that's pretty much 1-to-1 what I'm looking for, but not the right place. Fair enough.
Can you get out of the place that
Yeah.
you're in?
He's just like, hey, wait. What do you mean it looks like I can paint?
No, you got hands. I've never seen an artist before, really. You could be one. I don't know.
You crippled this girl.
Oh my god, this is why we don't let Hessel be alone.
I'm gonna roll
Oh no.
a self insight check on this man to see if he understands. He's like,
Can you explain it to Rose?
and you give him 3. There you go. No, he just goes, oh, anybody with hands can paint if that's your description of a painter. That's like saying anyone with a mouth looks like a professional eater. What does that mean?
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too, I guess. He just like
I
looks.
like how you're waving him off like he's the crazy one here.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a man with several scalps attached to him riding a dinosaur talking to Hessel Blackwater?
Yeah, I need to post up for between probably like an average of 3 days.
Yeah. Does Hessel himself not have teleport?
No, just through my necklace.
Oh no. It is, yeah. I'll say.
That's why this is downtime activities, man.
Yep. All right, roll me until you have enough to leave, and then we will see.
I will say you do have friends with teleport and the ability to contact them if this gets out of hand.
One day. All right.
You know what? That's good for you.
By this point, it's spring. It's probably been at least 3 weeks or so. So it's into what would be March. So we're talking. You find an inn that does not have even if you spend money to get something that has some nice, we're looking at like mid 80s, high 90s already. Viltse is not outsider friendly when it comes to travel. So it is a hard night, but you get the charges you need to leave. So let's.
All right, we run it back.
Yeah. 77.
I think that gets me.
That's on target. It's on target for viewed ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I literally bought rations because I have the foldable boat, so I could just like sleep it off in the ocean if I needed to.
Yeah. That's so funny. All right. So as a you do find yourself standing in a at the edge of a marshland, growing these long, tall reeds with this like thick, sort of grabby grass. You find yourself looking at a giant, fortified walled city.
Okay, this looks slightly more right.
The colors look a little bit more correct.
Right,
And
let's see if they paint.
it is significantly cooler here. Let's see it.
Yeah, once again, first person, is this Umay Shalessa?
Yeah. A caravan is going by, being pulled by these ground lizards, these not quite guard drake, lesser creatures of lesser intellect, but exist in these lands. As you pull up and you're like, "Greetings, strangers." Who marshal us? They're like, "Yeah, that is over there." They point back towards the city that they're leaving.
Nice. All right. You have a good one.
You too. Stay safe. You should probably cover up.
Why?
Not audible appended to that sentence. White boy.
White boy.
White boy. Oh no! Someone came in. Someone came in from Aidlop. But the sun's low right now, so it's cool. But once it gets high, you're going to dehydrate and die.
You'll be fine.
How far is the city?
So you look up, and it's probably like 3 or 4 hours of a walk.
All right, I'll hurry it up. Thanks. I'll pop my wings and fly.
Okay. Okay, good luck, Birdman.
And I'll send a sending. Hey, I'm almost there.
You
hours out.
Yeah, you get a response from Adley. Oh, that's exciting. I thought I'd have more time to finish this one, but maybe I'll get your hand on looking at something.
Ooh, did you find something interesting?
I was here for my thing, but I guess I'll help you.
All
All right, I
For
agree.
my
I will help.
No, it's just, but yeah, making your way. Yeah, with the rising air currents, you are pulled high and fast as the winds rise. But unlike Icarus, your wings don't melt. But you do have to do sort of a controlled descent. because as soon as you pop your wings again, you just shoot back sky high.
Yeah, I fly like a heartbeat monitor.
Yeah. So, but
Oh, no.
are you going to go to the city, or are you going to directly?
Yeah, I was just in a desert for 24 hours. I'm gonna go to the city and bathe.
Okay. Yeah, then it's you get there before the sun really crests fully over the mountains. Where it is a nice, comfortable, probably like 55, 60 Fahrenheit. What would that be in Celsius? Probably like 15 to 17 degrees
That's
Celsius.
not bad.
Somewhere in there. You suddenly you get into the city, and just as you do, the sun begins to crest over the giant walls of Umay Shalessa, and you are hit with a sun just as warm as when you were in Viltse. But
Yeah,
there are ways
going
to combat that here.
yeah, I'm gonna find a very nice inn with
Yeah.
a bath. I'm gonna post up, send my location, and chill.
Okay. All right. Just for world building's sake. Sure. You find a rather nice inn from looking around. You find the Wandering Sun Inn, which does have some form of magical air conditioning and running water, and is very nice, and it's probably a little too expensive for the average folk, but that is not an issue for an adventurer. You get yourself a nice a nice room, and yeah, you post up, you send out your location, and you get back. I'll be there within the hour. To which, yeah, you're able to bathe and such beforehand, but you meet up with Adley for the first time since the assault of the the assault of the slumbering king's keep. Yeah. But yeah, she just asks you some very basic questions about a tablet that she has that you have no clue how to read or what it looks like.
It does look old.
Yeah, exactly. Just,
If you can somehow speak what is written, I can tell you what that is.
I'm okay. Good. Yeah, I probably would need Willow's assistance with this, perhaps.
I don't know. She probably couldn't do it, but yeah, we can try.
I'll see if I can get her assistance later on. What did you require from me specifically? So much so that you traveled across a quarter of the globe.
I need to find a whole lot of this. I take off my gauntlet and put it down.
Clunk. And sits down on the coffee table. She's just like, okay, that's a very nice replica. Are you looking for like an armor to like match.
I need more of this. Exactly. Though ideally not more gloves.
She,
Or maybe one more.
she puts on she pulls a little monocle out of her little headdress that she has on, and she looks at it and she goes, "Oh shit! Oh shit! No! Oh, really? This is."
You sound familiar. You're gonna tell me, coincidentally, you have a piece on you. Right? Hopefully.
Well, I do perhaps know where a couple are, but that's
And you've not-
certainly something I wouldn't want to touch, let alone wear.
Could you explain to me why? As if I didn't know, of course. But
Don't you
do.
use magic?
Yes.
Technically.
This shit's like divine magic eating.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean,
Like,
it's been fine so far.
well, probably because you just have one hand covered up. You're gonna strap all these to you and it's gonna eat your soul. That's like,
Like I told the last guy, bridge to cross when we get there.
oh my god. Oh my, all of the gods. You,
That's what I said.
out of, this is like, oh god. If Willow came to me and was like, yeah, I need all of these spell-eating bookworms. They're like my new favorite thing. What?
Look, I
Oh,
failed to see the big deal. I think I'm not a god, as far as I know.
Don't say that like that. That's troubling.
I'm just saying, sometimes things mysteriously go just my way.
That's just called being lucky.
Well, then I'm good.
The most unlucky person ever. Oh my god.
Just, well, one of them you're not gonna like.
I'm sure I don't like any of it. I'd pull out my notebook, which has 2 bullet points and nothing else written in it.
A fresh journal that's never had anything written in it before.
Except for 2 bullet points, and we know what those were.
She goes, well, the energy given off by Ethereum is very reminiscent of the catalytic magical impulse that creature was known for. I think a fair chunk of it might be in the crater in the crystal caverns beneath Diaboro.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
I knew
alright.
it. I
Write that
fucking
down.
knew it.
I wonder if all the Ethereum was like the motor oil that powered this thing.
I write that down. All right.
Yes. And have you ever heard of a place called the Tempest Mall?
Have I?
You make a history check.
feel like
Damn right.
giant whirlpool.
Oh, yeah, that's what
There,
we call Tywin when she's eating.
she goes, there exists a hole in the ocean. And I'm not talking about like it empties out into like some cavern underground, because then the Underdark would eventually fill up and the whole ocean would drop by however much the Underdark takes up. I'm talking about there's a hole in the ocean that you can pass clean and deep into it until the sun no longer shines down on you unless it's directly noon, and you can keep going down. That is the only other place I would think something this anti-natural would exist.
Perfect. That's 4 pieces. Maybe that's enough.
No.
I guess 5 with this.
She goes, I truly hope you do not suffer some sort of weird anti-life nightmare scenario, but if that's really what you want, you're a grown adult with, I hope, many responsibilities and things to look after.
Look. All right. I'll be fine. I've survived worse, I'm sure.
I'm certainly sure you have not.
Well,
Survived equivalent at most, I think.
anyways,
Oh my god.
so do I need to like pencil you in as like, part of the crew whenever we descend down to these deepest depths, or are you gonna sit that one out?
I think I'm going to keep working on studying history and not having my soul eaten by some temporal
What
ancient
is more
Titan?
historical?
What you are looking for is literally outside of history. So
That's one way to look
it's
at it.
not
Another way,
cool to
you're
me.
watching history be made.
Ooh. I'm not a biologist, but if I was, I'd certainly love to watch someone be unmade at an atomic level. That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, so feel free to tag along.
If I gain an interest in watching the lovely creation of the gods be unraveled before my eyes, I might take you up on that.
Oh, she thinks you're lovely.
I was just about to say. All right, well, offer stands until I guess I'm unraveled.
I really hope you're not. You did a lot of really good things. That would really suck if you put on like a metal shirt and just turned into a slug or something.
I think it'd be a fitting end, to be honest.
Do you need therapy? I'm not a therapist, but I can recommend a few in the city.
I don't know. I just imagine like the story, all these ups and downs, and just slug at the end. Anyways, I have to crash here for at least a day, so.
I guess I understand now what type of fan you are of certain comedies and tragedies. I will I'll leave you to it. I recommend they have like a mango ice dish. It's really good. It's really satisfying in the heat of the day.
Yeah, all right. I wave over a waiter and I order.
Yeah.
Question. How many times now last campaign the theme was Brandon clears his throat and tells Tweak before the beginning of time, and then we all
I
start
really
laughing.
tried to say it with different words this time.
No. My question is the theme of this campaign, the DM clears his throat and it says in no uncertain terms, "You will unbecome if you do this," and Tweak just goes, "Bet." That's what Rose just sent me, and it's amazing. It
Yeah.
made me laugh so hard I needed to share. I cannot with you this.
That is kind of, yeah.
Look, man, it's
I would
it's
love it
the
if
kind
Brandon
of
just
thing
said
that's
no
worth
once.
risking it all for.
Campaign 1 subtitle in the beginning.
It's all speculation, and until it happens, we don't know.
Knock it off.
And this is the only method we have at the moment to kill an actual god.
Oh my lord.
If it doesn't kill you, it'll certainly help.
If it doesn't kill you, it will in fact make you stronger.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
it will
Have an
kill you.
aneurysm.
What doesn't kill you makes you an automaton.
Besides, it
Da,
eats,
da, da,
it
da.
eats divine magic, right?
Mhm.
My magic's a little off now.
I love the fact that we've come full circle.
Boy.
We have passed a reflection point. We are now in the mirror zone because the start of the campaign and most of the whole of it was Hessel desperately trying not to become something else. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pick up a cat real fast.
You know what's wild to me, and I was gonna say this before the
Okay.
beginning of the campaign, Hassel's been 3 different characters.
Yeah.
Like, it's straight up.
He
and I'm
has
like,
not changed character, but he has certainly been 3 different characters. I agree with that statement.
I
But yeah,
like this one.
I
like
chill,
this one.
and when I am recharged, I could just teleport back.
Yeah.
Because I know a teleportation
Yeah.
circle.
So, but yeah, you gain information and you can study those places and gain more information. But yeah, those all could be their own little side quest things that we get to. But
Oh my god.
right. Before we conclude the world and how it has changed in these 3 months before you return together. Let me let's do that one.
Wait, who is anonymous cormorant in my notes?
It might be me.
Oh, okay. Are you using my notes?
Uh,
I don't have the link to your notes.
no, yeah, I do.
I will say that is the best anonymous you could be.
Yeah, cormorant's pretty good.
By the way, I just got
Then-
access to the Google Drive at the new place I'm working at, and it's called Zoogle because it's at the zoo.
Oh my goodness, that's
I love
good.
that.
I have graffitied your.
I saw that you
okay.
graffitied, and I have painted over it
Okay.
with white.
Yeah.
So.
I was just making sure it was me. I was like, it's something. It's become attached to my my little button I click to open 20 documents for D&D purposes.
I figured it was either you or Alex, because I may have sent Alex my link to my notes in the past, and I may have sent Rose my link to my notes in the past. But I'm unsure if those are true. I figured it was you. I was just like, who the fuck is this though? And why are they in my notes? I wasn't like gonna be mad about it. I was just confused as to why it was there. I'm gonna skin a cat if he attacks my my sewing supplies again.
Yippee. So I'll just be focusing on Vandash because there's been a lot of changes in the world, and we may or may not get to other things that have changed. And for the most part, you wouldn't know about anything outside of those if that were the case. However, first off, massive changes happened to the government and the quartet because ensuing of the Bloodspilt War, several elected officials, ripped their skin off and became demon generals. So those people had to be replaced, and the government actually retook up its stance on backing whatchamacallit, backing religious figures and reinstated a bunch of religious figures to the election process again, because that was sort of the thing before, to weed out
Demons.
demons from demons and ghosts and things from possessing elected officials, and that time-tested adventure shtick was put back into place. So
Yeah.
You
And
don't
the
want
It's
co-
in your government?
paranoia, but sometimes paranoia pays off.
yes, the quartet had sort of tried to separate, had done a thing to try and separate church and state,
Which, admirable.
but it's now church and state are sort of checks and balances for each other, not in a
Yeah.
like theocracy sort of way. Like, yeah, it's
I mean, this makes sense, because if the church is one of the best ways to administer a foolproof lie detector test,
yes,
then the church should be involved, as opposed to real life where the church can't administer jack shit; they just take.
Yeah.
So, I have opinions.
mhm.
I was gonna say I wasn't gonna say that to the general audience, but
Look, if the general audience doesn't know that we are liberal radicals, then by this point, then the general audience might need some critical thinking training.
you're gonna kill
It's
us.
fine.
You can't kill what's not alive.
A secret
That's a
third
separate
thing.
issue.
In attempts to well, no, I need to go. So as for the Dorwayne Empire, the reason you didn't hear a lot from Dorwayne during this troubled times is the king went and did it. For the act of good, the king instated his secret personal army to stage a coup against those who were holding him hostage.
Oh my god.
Good.
And the Dorwayne Empire is officially once again controlled by the king and not the Senate. There was a small civil war that broke out. But most of the civilians sided with Dorwayne, as he was the one sending actual troops to help fight off the demon incursion. So it settled down rather quickly. It was bloody. There will be ripples of that in the Dorwayne Empire for a long time. That being said, one of the first things that my brain, please.
Selwyn?
Yes, thank you. I looked away from I went away from the note and I was like, I have to get back to my note because his name is gone. Yeah, one of the first things that King Belwyn did after the restructuring of the government into an actual empire again is the island of Albreath was given a right to vote to either maintain part of Dorwayn Empire or rejoin the Barthetan aristocracy.
Oh, that's nice.
With a fairly hefty margin, they have decided to rejoin the Barthetan aristocracy. So Barthetan is not just a single island anymore and essentially a staging ground island.
Remember when we thought that country was just not going to exist anymore?
Yeah, remember when we thought they were going to collapse because of a demonic invasion? I thought they didn't do that.
I think they were the least affected because everybody was in one city and they knew how to defend it.
Yeah.
No. That being said, for good news, bad news, Ardenest is not happy.
What?
No one gave them aid. No one helped them.
They were I was gonna say a different word. They were absolute bitches. So.
That's not the point.
Can't say that other word on Twitch anymore.
That's the only reason we didn't help. I would have helped you. We were too insular.
Yeah. But Ardenest has doubled down on those allowed in and around its lands, and they're
we did uncurse their empty city.
Uncurse their empty city. I don't think you told anybody that, though.
We did not tell anybody.
That's true. That's true.
To be fair, we uncursed it and then immediately shit kicked off.
Yeah.
We can always just tell them now that we did it.
Believe us.
I think the xenophobia has set in too much. I don't think they're gonna
freed that city months ago.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
we've been doing battle in the same week for the past 6 months, so forgive my memory.
But for the most part, they have doubled down on their xenophobia and have instated the first passport check system in the world.
One thing, my computer just died.
Ooh,
oh no!
Fun.
Like blue screened?
No, like it just stopped running, and like all the audio cut out in the middle of someone talking.
Okay, we can.
The last thing I have is Ardeneth went back to stricter controls on who can go in and out, and we never told them about.
We didn't tell them about freeing the Zephyr from the curse and thus freeing them up a significant chunk of land.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be happy that Beast Folk did that.
No. They will absolutely rewrite that, so instead of Saywin being the hero, the only elf present is the hero.
Yeah.
But
Racism.
but yeah, is your
I don't even think they're going to attribute it to us, if I'm being honest.
I was gonna say if I call a 5-minute break, Alex, you think you can get your computer back up and running?
I just rebooted it, so it should be good now.
Okay.
I just have to reopen everything.
5-minute break?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but you get things so because I had to go pee and get a drink because my throat hurts.
Yeah, sounds good.
tweak. Oh my god. Hessel's is the only 3-month break that required subcategories.
Racism.
Nah.
Look. Some things are worth risking it all for, man. I don't know what to say.
I don't know that this is one of those things.
No, Paylor's kind of a bitch.
I'm not here to kill Pelor.
Yeah, he's not going after Paylor. He's going out.
No,
he's
I'm
going
just saying.
after-
I'm saying that there are opportunities beyond.
I feel like we have not.
If you can kill one, you can do the other.
I feel like we have favor from not favor, but like passive approval from a series of gods, and I feel like Hessel becoming the new incarnation of Hungast is not going to help that
I
situation.
mean, I think that is if he kills one god, that's going to be a problem. We might as well do all of them.
No.
Even it out.
No. Don't do that.
Remove the pantheon.
I feel like what Oddly says is more likely to happen is that Hessel will just cease to be and the armor will clatter to the floor.
I just love the idea of him like fucking imploding.
I
Like
like
dolphining.
the fact that the option of you turn into a slug is not the most horrifying of the options.
Again, Biford dolphining.
No. I keep getting every couple of months I get recommended like a video essay on that, and I've never watched a single one.
You really shouldn't. If you've never seen any of the photos from it, I would never look them up.
I'm not going to look them up. I know approximately what it entails.
I mean, granted, if you saw a photo from it and you didn't know what it was, you probably wouldn't think much of it.
Yep, and I'm imagining
And I think
things.
that's the worst
I'm
part.
imagining things and would like to move on from this conversation. My brain is a powerful image generator, unfortunately, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do wish I could have like aphantasia so that I could not imagine some of the horrible things that I do.
The horrible things I imagine don't bother me that much.
Oh,
Like again,
bother me immensely.
they're probably as vivid as yours. It's just that
Yeah,
I don't get the,
lucky. But yeah, when I was screaming at the cat earlier, it's because he was attacking some costumes and fabric that I have left out, and I wanted him to not do that.
No way.
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy that I wouldn't want my cat to eat stuff.
That's like saying Cookie's making noise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He's still mad about the Jingle Bell thing, by the way.
Oh, he can get over it.
I don't think he can. I accidentally dropped one on the floor, and I picked it up, and he just his head started going, and I was like, no.
No.
I was like, this is not for you. This is bad for Birdie.
Hey, Alex's computer is back.
Yes. I did say it was back, didn't I?
Yeah.
You
I
said
mean, you said it was booting up, but
yeah, you said it was booting up. You haven't spoken since you switched back to your.
No, I thought I said there we go.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And I switched back over almost immediately. It was like a 2-minute thing. Because my computer boots up quite quickly. The power of a what is it? M2 M2 SATA drive or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know if you heard that, but Brandon says he says from the kitchen, yes. He's
Yeah.
come up. I actually think that this method works better for you communicating from the kitchen. Is just hollering loud enough for my microphone to pick it up.
I mean, it's not getting picked up.
Well, no, but I can hear it, and so then I can pass along what he's saying, which is that he's agreeing with you about the power of a SATA drive or whatever.
The M2 drive. That's what it is.
That is what he is agreeing with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
How's Dell doing as a company?
I don't know. I haven't looked at them.
I haven't thought about them in a while, but you just said the power of, and I was like, Dell.
The power of death. But no, yeah. Maddie was on her her life support hard disk drive, Alex, and I had to use it for something. And oh my good lord, it took me using her computer for one day to be like, no. I am putting something on my credit card. We're fixing this. Like, and she'd been sitting on it for like 6 months. I'm like, Maddie, if I leave it on the screen for the sign in for too long, it crashes because it runs out of memory on the hard disk drive's temporary files.
Guys, I think I found an actual crime on Reddit.
Oh. Okay, let's look at this.
No.
Oh, it's from Art. Okay. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how there's one comment that's showing up, and are we sure this is art and not
I think
evidence?
this might actually be a crime.
I hope this is staged.
Well,
Um,
I'm not gonna think about it.
Rose, why you gotta do that?
Why do you choose to be the things that you are?
I was cursed by a witch when I was a small child. Probably.
No, it would track.
I think this is a crime.
Yeah?
Fuck.
Maybe that's that one guy that they found, like, once the snow melted in the spring.
Oh dear.
Man, I hope that's not a crime. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is too, because that would be a really weird thing to post to r/art.
Not necessarily. People are fucking strange.
People are strange, but that I feel like that would break some format of community guidelines.
I think it already does, but
I mean, maybe.
all right. What are we doing? What are we doing, Jeff?
We left off with passport control.
I'm glad he says that again. Like, he does it as for the meme, but I really did miss him screaming Let's Play. I know it was like, do the thing, monkey, but...
Yeah, well, he did the thing once, and it released him of it. He was able to do it, and he was like, oh, yeah, it's okay.
It's like, nobody's gonna make me do a second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth take of that. I think it's getting over the trauma, like you and Zoom the other day, Rose.
Yeah.
What happened with Zoom?
I'll tell you about it afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Regardless, to say nothing bad happened with Zoom this week. We had fun making physics jokes with our collective bad understanding of physics.
All right, let's play.
Passport control is so they've instituted papers, please.
Yes. In a much like cooler, more magical way, but yeah.
Now I want to see like a fantasy world.
Oh my god, if
magical
they redid all the art in Papers, Please to be fantasy instead of Soviet bloc.
Yeah.
That would be a different game.
It would be a different game, but it could still be the same game. It would be
How
cool.
do you think they would do the terrorist threat?
Rune bomb.
Fireball.
Eh?
Fireball! Somebody smuggling a necklace of fireballs.
Oh, like the necklace, yeah.
Well, I mean, you also have to think about how powerful the average person is.
That is true. The average civilian in D&D has like 2 hit points, so...
Excuse me, it's 4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's why dagger is still mostly and potentially fatal.
Yep,
And-
that's
and
also
why-
how. It's also how a bard can kill someone by making a "your mom" joke at them.
I'm trying to ring the jingle bell into my microphone and it's not picking up.
Turn off your
Oh
noise
no, that
suppression.
means we don't believe in Santa Claus anymore.
No,
Have you tried turning?
I heard it.
The noise suppression off.
I don't hear anything.
I don't want to. I mean, you said I heard it and I wasn't ringing it.
I hear
so
the
it might be
cat
just
playing with the
tinnitus.
jingle bell.
Oh, I heard.
I heard a
I
single.
Yeah,
I heard a single like.
I heard one jing of a jingle.
You heard a jing?
Mm.
Let
Yeah.
me speak and see if you can continue to
Oh,
hear.
there it
Yeah,
is.
no.
Yay! Okay.
Santa is real.
Hey, Ben.
But yeah, no. At the same time that you were talking about jingle bells, Rose, the cat started playing with the jingle bell, and Brandon was like, "I hear it," and I was like, "That's the cat."
Please subscribe to fund our Adderall medications.
Oh, that's funny. None of us take Adderall.
No.
All of us should.
All of us should. Except Tweak. I don't think Tweak needs Adderall.
I'll take
No.
it.
I said needs,
I
not
want to be
want.
cool.
That'd be neat.
Like, well, the rest of my D&D group is taking Adderall. I should take Adderall to fit in. It's like, no.
Stronger.
I mean, you can say that you're microdosing meth on a daily basis.
Well,
Listen, microdosing is the next step to macrodosing.
Do not macrodose meth. Okay.
I'm just gonna stop talking and I'm just gonna stop talking.
anyways, let's continue for let's end our 5-minute break at the 9-minute mark and
Elvish Papers, please.
yes, Elvish Papers, please. So doing things in Ardennes might be a little bit more hard, aka probably illegal for you to do them because none of you are citizens of the Ardennes Dominion. And, well, in that, there's not currently exactly, but now there are 2 Ardennes Dominions.
What?
Ardennes, Eden March, and Olafon have maintained their order, and Honeystone and Turtle's Rest do not want anything to do with them. So they have attempted to declare their independence. So there are some, there are some troubles on the home front there. That being said, back to good news, the Free Republic of Beastmen have added several stipulations to allow even more races to live and trade freely, because a number of people made friends even on the battlefield, and so the portal that is now and still is there, that leads to the 9 hells is being used to trade with Dis.
Interesting.
Huh.
I mean, that's a good way for Seowin's brother to launder goods.
Well, no, but I certainly wouldn't recommend that one.
Of the cities of the hells, Dis is not the worst.
Yeah, but Dad is just so terrible.
Oh, I can't move him.
No,
Oh my god, I just got it. Oh my
the-
god.
yeah, the hellish capital of Dis is not the place that you steal from, and I feel like he would know that, and it would be out of character for him not to.
Oh no, I didn't mean him to steal. I mean him to take stuff that he has stolen, sell it in Dis.
Oh, defense stuff there. Yeah, okay.
That's why I said to launder stuff, not to.
I didn't hear the launder. I think said for him to squander. I was like, yeah, hey, oh yeah, there's a new portal to the 9 hells. I'm gonna go jack people's shit.
That is a maybe that also lent itself to his behavioral improvement.
Yeah.
Is having to be more selective about who he picks from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he might pick from somebody from Dis.
Yeah.
Well then, that's a interesting choice. The was not expecting alliance with one of the hells.
Not really an alliance, just
Relationship.
trade is yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes things are hard to get in hell, and sometimes things are hard to get here, and a mutual trade operation was discussed
Okay.
after yeah. But yeah, for the
Crying.
I'm glad that somehow this made the FRB more egalitarian. I like that.
Yeah.
I look forward to maybe not be getting put in handcuffs the next time I visit. I will probably still end up in handcuffs the next time I visit, but
Well, just make sure you don't do any communication spells. Although, I wonder how things are going to change on the southern end, especially if Honeystone and Turtle's Rest are.
That's what I was going to say. Ardnest is a little self-involved at the moment, and elven visitors have been becoming more and more lax. The restrictions have become more and more lax on elven visitors in the last 3 months or so, because well, unfortunately, the elves are starting to hate other elves.
oh dear.
So they might not be the superpower in so long. So I will need to make changes to this map, but for the most part, those are the changes. Drakencrone, of course, being the Drakocracy, is slow in its uptake of anything, so 3 months to them is a blink, and not much has changed, but not much needed change to get done. Now, with all that being said, actual one slight change that is being being made is grip. In this time, adventurers who lived on Grip Hook have realized that having no government is cool and all, but doesn't really help when you're being invaded and you don't have a standing army of any kind. So talks of them joining Drakencrone or the Quartet have started. The bits, however, will probably still be left out because nobody wants the bits. I think that's all the changes about your surroundings that have happened. So with all of that changed, eventually you all are called back. To Eldervane in Drakencrone to discuss final rewards and what you will all want your role in the upcoming era that sits in front of you. A lavish reward ceremony is had, an official one. You are all given what is it? You are all given a medal. If you are not part of Drakencrone, you are made an honorary member of Drakencrone that will not be rescinded and will not stop you from being a member of whatever your home country was to begin with. You will always be welcome in this country for siding with it and making it your objectively main base for the time, for the terms of this short-lived war.
Betty didn't have legal citizenship, right?
Betty did not have legal citizenship.
Hell yeah.
So Betty gets citizenship.
Yes.
And Saywin and Willow get dual citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You are also all given the title Honorary Dragon.
Ooh.
You are, by anybody in Drakencrone, you are to be considered a dragon of moderate standing.
Wow.
Governmentally. So, any non-dragon government officials have to... They don't have to listen to you, but they have to give you the same respect as if an adult dragon walked into a room.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
That's impressive.
Wagon.
We are all technically dragons.
Yeah. With that being said, though, what are the goals for the future for Starlight's Call? Are they going to continue to be a ragtag bunch that goes around saving people and sort of having a home, or are you looking to become something more official? Because maintaining your independent adventuring is totally up to you, but if you'd like to shape the future of at least this country that you're in of Drakencrone, then that's something you certainly can do. But that is it is up to you which direction the group goes.
Hey, we've got a new title in the game now, or in the Discord now. I don't know.
That is. That's a big question.
I mean, I don't got any major plans.
I don't either. I don't know that we'd have to do it to earn a living or stay out of trouble anymore, but I would like to continue traveling and exploring with you all, at least for a while.
I mean, if we make our own like government body, can't we just make that part of it?
I mean, what would we
What do
make
you mean
up?
government body?
Would we make
I
up
don't
our
know.
own government body, or would we just be dispersed into others? I mean, I don't know
So
what I
is
could
the
possibly help
question
with.
is the question continue independent or become part of Drakencrone?
At its base, yes.
Okay.
I mean,
And this is an open thing. You don't have to decide quite yet. The
Well, here's
position is
here's my
simply on
line
the
of thinking.
table.
I have an objective, a goal that might never be accomplished. It might take, and even if it does, it'll likely take years of work, in research, in effort. Quite the Herculean task. So, I do need things to do in between those moments of research and yada yada. Do we go independent or work with Drakencrone? Well, here's my question to the lot of you. Do you want to pick up and go somewhere else? If the answer is no, it's probably in our best interest to take up a position here officially.
I mean,
Maintaining independence while still doing all of our business on Drakencronian soil is honestly just wasted money. I mean, think of the tax benefits if we're a part of the system, you know. But
Well, where the fuck else would we go? Like,
that's
I
the
mean,
question. If we
Aye.
did want to maintain independence, what does that mean for us?
for me at least, I would like to have not spent the last several months of work making a backroom closet functional to go to waste. So I would at the very least like to keep up a situation in Blackwater Bay.
Oh, we certainly wouldn't abandon it. But all I mean is that if we want to, we're at the point where we're not fighting for our lives, right? We're not making rash decisions. We have time to think things through and make the correct choices. If we want to continue our independence, I think we need to find a place that is our own. And I just don't know where that would be.
I mean,
Would you once posit an idea of trying to investigate the Withering Woods?
Willow, you're smart.
I don't. I'm not going to disagree with you on that, but I think in this case it's mostly just about having a longer memory than 3 days.
All I'm saying is that one, I am perfectly happy to take a position in Drakenchrome.
I mean,
But
we
if
we've
we
been sailing under their banner for a while now.
correct.
Well, I mean,
And
if
here's the thing. I'm looking at a map right now that has a border drawn, including an island that they don't use in any capacity whatsoever because it's spooky. What if, as like a signing bonus,
We gain
we can
lordship over the
talk our
Withering
ways
Woods.
into lordship of the Withering Woods? Yes,
I think
governorship.
that could governorship perhaps, because I feel like they wouldn't want to give us lordship because that implies there's something
Well, we're
valuable
basically
there.
lords already because we're dragons.
Fair.
That's the equivalent here.
But I do think governorship might be a better tactic to utilize.
And then at that point, even though we are officially part of Drakenchrome, we have our own governance where we kind of like make our own rules, you know?
And also we would mostly have to, because depending on what we find in the Withering Woods. And there's
Right.
just
We might be signing
just
ourselves up for a terrible task, but
to make sure we're sure it's uninhabited, because I don't want to just take land that somebody is
we
actually
know
living on.
Drakenchrome does not utilize it.
we know
If it is inhabited, it is by
Drakenchrome owns it by the rights that nobody else wants it and nobody goes there. So you don't know if it's uninhabited. You don't even know if it's ever been colonized or
all
if
we know is it's got some big spooks
does.
that has actual merits because people actually die and go missing.
And
Yes.
the shoreline is lined with statues,
It's
and
not-
the woods glow green at night.
It's
so-
not just ooh creepy, let's just never go there. It's everyone who's gone there has disappeared.
Well, let's that's kind of our shit though, right? Like
Right,
that's
I think so. And I think I'm gonna be honest, I think Torngeth would love to put it in our hands.
I mean, honestly,
that
yeah,
is.
fuck it. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Fuck it. Why not?
You know what? Let's. We
Who cares?
We make neither decision. We make both.
So,
Governance of the Withering Woods.
Yeah.
So shall it be.
don't worry,
Right.
guys. I'm a master negotiator. But
I
actually,
don't think. I think you're starting at like a -1. I think he wants it to go away.
But
If you asked for Eldervane and you got it, then I'd be impressed.
oh yeah, maybe I'm not that good.
let's just try and ask first, and then
Yeah,
we'll
Withering
see
Woods
where we
first.
end up. I mean, of course, I mean, this is one of the several places I want to see if my theories held up.
I just want to go there because it's spooky.
I mean,
Also, right next to Bilgespire, so you know, direct link to the stuff we've built there.
That's true.
Nay. Also pretty close to a lot of places.
and depending on where or on how much or little we clear the way, it defends itself.
All right, so let's arrange a meeting.
And who knows, maybe we'll find some answers to Betty's mystery. You know,
I doubt that, but you know.
maybe the golden egg bounced around in the
Oh yeah, what's
tree
the
today.
status on that, by the way, Betty?
I got
You
the
figure
ringy
anything
dingy
out?
stick. I got the ringy dingy stick, and I got nothing else.
Well,
All right, so let's just go
I
there.
know
and
we
figure what
gotta
the
go to
fuck's up.
Asgard. That's it.
All right, fair enough.
I forgot the ringy dingy stick.
yeah,
You do.
The current solution we have is just go there and figure it out.
Well,
However,
your current solution is to return to Saint. What was it fucking? No,
Either
not
Neon.
Monterey. Saint Mignon.
Sunflower Place.
Saint-Mignon.
Saint
Yeah.
Mignon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, filet mignon.
Yeah.
That's also
Filet
doable.
mignon.
Turn to
Also
filet mignon.
doable.
Yeah. That is your
Oh.
starting point for Betty's backstory stuff. I would not just
Go to
yeet yourself
Asgard.
into Asgard.
Yeah.
I feel like that would get us stabbed.
But we can look up the thing.
I mean, well,
Visiting
that
Asgard is
is-
a thing, but yeah.
that is true. We could just go. However, I do think going back to where we last lost the trail, which is that tree city with the ancient Aarakocra man, that might be the better place to start. Mostly because I don't typically want to get stabbed when I arrive somewhere. And from
Fair
what I know of the inhabitants of Asgard, they are a little bit stab happy.
I don't know shit about the inhabitants of Asgard, so that's good to know.
I mean, granted, what I know is
They're likely called Asgardians. That's one thing.
Bold claim.
and what I know is, granted, probably a few thousand years out of date. Haven't bothered to really look any of it up since the start of last year. So
I feel like
Alright.
everybody's stabby.
All right. Well, while you guys plan that out, Dorngeth, I have a proposition. Where are you?
I'm in the other room, the one that you left so that you could make a proposition.
I've not been listening the whole time. Surely. You don't
Well,
speak very
Tune
loudly.
in for the deal of your life, Dorngeth. I'll tell you what.
Alrighty.
The low price of one island.
That you would still own, but we would govern.
So a deal is struck.
So do you have to fight for it?
You do not have to fight him for it because it would still be within their control and potentially open up the Withering Woods to actually be useful. You all are still an adventuring group. That does not change. What changes now is you are now honorary dragons and made potential governors of the people that would live in the Withering Woods were it made to be safe.
Mm-hmm. And that is, whether or not it is safe is entirely up to whatever the fuck we find there.
You are given a stipend to build a town square. You were given 100,000 gold.
Fuck.
This is to go to the development of an area that you so choose would be the first city in the Withering Woods.
Okay, I'm adding that.
And a secondary effect of you choosing to become part of this government, your ships are no longer ISV at the start.
Ooh.
They are, where is my list?
DRK.
DAO.
Okay.
Draco Acerviso. Or his dragon horde.
Ah, we're part of Torringeth's horde now.
We did it. We're owned.
All right. I will put out
Ooh.
a recruitment notice that in the near future, the Starlight's Call will be heading an expedition into the Withering Woods, and that adventurers, soldiers, builders, carpenters, whoever wishes to come. If we are successful, we'll have sticks of land that they could potentially build homes on.
Mm-hmm.
And muster points probably Blackwater Bay.
Yes, we will gather in Bildspire.
Now, while we
looks
wait
like
for the
I
word,
set a date that is probably in the future because I think our next goal is Betty stuff.
Yeah.
surely we should do. While we wait for this to pan out, we could go star chasing with Betty. I mean, what's the
Yeah,
most
I set
exciting
the-
thing
I
that
set
could
the
happen?
date-
It's just finding birth parents.
I set the date 2 months from now.
Okay.
Give people plenty of time to gather their things.
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the fuck
And
we're gonna get
travel.
out of that. You know who I want to fucking ask? I want to ask that fucking Vega guy. He clearly knew something.
I got the incessant nagging feeling that even if he knew something, he wasn't going to tell us because it would be funnier not to.
We cleaned out his stinky door. He owes us.
I don't think he owes us anything. I think he did us
I
a
think we
favor
could
letting
convince
us
him he
stay
owes
in
us
his
something.
house.
Nah.
And he did us a favor making us not have to risk missing our mark by several planes of existence.
Listen, I still think it's worth at least asking. If you don't ask, you don't get.
If we don't ask, we don't get.
What's his number or whatever? Call him.
Mm-hmm.
What did I use to? It was Hessel had a scroll of contact other plane.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say I learnt that within several months?
Yeah, all you have
Sure.
to do is buy it and spend time.
Yeah.
And that's easily
3
something.
months of.
Yeah. I forgot that the original name of the Dark Star was the ISV on threat of violence.
On threat of violence.
Yeah, that was the original name.
Oh yeah, I mean we did it because
Dark
it was
Star,
scary.
yeah.
Yeah, because Dark Star is way less scary than
Oh, and the Dark Star matches now because there's a dragon skull at the end.
Yeah.
Hey!
I've always meant to draw that, what I envisioned for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The campaign is over. Alex, do you want to tell them where Saber got the name?
Sure.
League of Legends, the Dark Scar skin line.
No.
No.
Oh, shame.
Planet Side 2 Vanu weapons.
I mean, doesn't matter. Still cool.
I know, but he's so fucking proud of it.
It was so goofy.
Yeah.
But I think that that's a wonderful place to stop, and we will start next session up with some backstory.
Yeah.
Yay.
Because I feel
Start
like
next session up with
I feel like-
contact other planes.
yeah, I feel like if we get started now, we might go a little long.
Yeah, it is 1:00.
Yeah.
In Eastern time.
Yeah. But yeah, congratulations, honorary dragons.
I put a time limit on us, guys.
Yeah.
2 months.
2 months. So that would be you're going to boop. Oh no, that's day, idiot.
Also, as a heads up, I don't think the 7th is happening for me.
So
I know
the
it's probably happening for Alex, but I think I'll be fine then.
Okay.
Yeah, so not next Saturday, but the one after.
Yeah.
Yeah, because next Saturday is your guys' holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Your
then
guys'
I'm-
holiday.
Your guys' holiday.
I don't know, that weird thing.
Dude, didn't you just ask me what day Victoria Day is next year? And I was just like, we don't celebrate Victoria Day. You can't give us
Yeah,
shit
it's your
about
fucking your guys' holiday, my holiday. The
Yeah,
better holiday.
but you give us shit about holidays you don't celebrate.
I give you shit about holidays you don't celebrate because you all leave me for a week.
That's not true. I'm usually around.
It is unfortunate that the balance of this server
Hey,
is very
hey.
heavily American.
You could
but-
play League of Legends.
You could play.
I'm already depressed. I don't need more.
I mean, I feel like from your description of it, League of Legends wouldn't make you depressed; it'd make you violently angry.
I'm also a bat,
Only
so.
Yeah, that's true.
Only sometimes.
How are you feeling, Tweak?
So, but I think
Good game.
that's where we'll wrap it up, folks. So, we will probably pick up on the 7th, because if we're just missing Alex, then that's okay. We'll just be we'll be starting. It'll probably be a couple sessions worth of exploration. So,
I mean, at this rate, though, Brandon, you've got all the time you need to plan for campaign 3, because we've got minimum 4 potential hooks. Probably only 3, because I feel like the Hungas one is very difficult and very heavily discouraged.
It's really meant to be epilogue stuff. Yeah.
In character, heavily discouraged. Out of character, heavily encouraged. That shit's sick. Like, well, it will have benefits and detriments, because he's making a classic artifact with, yeah.
Here's the beautiful thing about the system, right? We're planning. What are we planning to do? February, March campaign 3.
Yeah, I'm hoping for February. I'm like 30% there so far.
It's very one-shotty, so we could do it even after campaign 3 starts.
Yeah.
If ever we need to have a break, or somebody's gonna be missing for extended furry conventions, cough Alex.
But yeah,
I only have a couple of those a year.
Like, I feel like the Withering Wood stuff is very like when we have off weeks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
we
can certainly
did
set up something that's more like Monster a Day-esque that's in this campaign for you all to take on the Withering Wood.
I have 2 trips, potentially 3 coming up next year. So
yeah,
which is a lot. I'm happy.
Yeah,
so.
You're getting out of Canada.
Yeah, all of them are to the States. By the way, my mom is hell bent and determined to go on that.
On that third one, yeah.
Yeah,
I know she will be, and I feel
but she talked to someone, and it only took the person like a month to recover from the knee surgery, and the person's 80 years old.
Yeah, I do.
So she was like, "Yeah, we're going," and I was like, "Okay."
For her is gonna be to
So I may suggest we continue this conversation post stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Nothing.
But yeah. Anyways.
You know what? No, my mom has a bad knee, and I'm willing to tell the internet that.
You know what's crazy? My mom also has a bad knee. Are we sisters?
Yeah.
What's crazy? I think I kind of hurt my knee the other day.
Oh my god, are you my mom?
I also I did wake up with a sore knee.
Oh my god, did you
my god, our parents.
Oh no. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining us. We're gonna keep doing this until we're gonna keep doing this until I can't afford electricity or the sun explodes. But for now,
until the nuclear waste takes.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Even
all
then,
so much.
our ghouls will probably be doing it.
I hope you have a lovely night. If it's not night where you are, I hope you have a lovely time zone. Goodbye, adventurers. Farewell. Yippee!
Bye. I can't wait to play D&D Retirement Home.
D&D Retirement
I will
Home.
say, we're really getting to the point where I need to buckle down and fully flesh out campaign 3 character.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where I need to fucking pick a sub